obviously we have our videos going out. I was going to start doing our videos today, but with the big drone, the big first, I know we did a drone session before. That was kind of impromptu and people got to look around, but this will be our first structured sets of a drone session for our yearlings tomorrow. And we're just going to have a ton on the go. Obviously, bad news, Globetrotting didn't draw in. We were released from retention at noon, 11:30 noon. So she didn't get to race, which I guess we all kind of knew, right? We were hoping. I was hoping somebody would scratch, but it just didn't happen. So we had a lot of horses racing. Last night we had 2 horses that had their last race of the year. Don't Believe Me, Just Watch, obviously could not recover from the sickness he had. He still paced 55 last quarter, 28-4, but he was tired. When they get sick this time of year, and I said this virtually the same email to 2 groups, when they get sick this time of year, it's hard to recover. And it's the end of the year, they're tired. Enduring Strength could not recover. Last week he was okay, but not even as good and that goes without saying. He tried in 2-1, but actually relapsed a little bit. He had a lot of mucus in his nose, and the other thing is when you're bringing babies in from all over everywhere, and every barn goes through this, we try to segregate the race horses, but at the same time, this time of year, it's hard for them to get over it. Enduring Strength, it was very difficult. He couldn't get over it. Don't Believe Me, Just Watch also struggled. He couldn't get over it. I think Frontier Cruise raced as good as he can. Both him and Sunshine and Shade made the final of the Harvest Series. It's going to be tough to beat that Beaumont, Hanover, and a couple of the other ones, but I think Sunshine and Shade is sitting on a better mile. I was very happy with what I saw. I think if James keeps coming in the last turn, he's second or third, but he shut him back down in the last turn. It was smart. I mean, we got nothing to prove. The horse is going to make the final, and I liked what I saw in that move in the third quarter, and then not being able to sustain it was just not being as tight as those other horses' third or fourth lifetime start. And again, coming off the virus. So they both made it into the Harvest Series. Arvika raced well, I thought, also. So I was happy overall last night. 5-run homer was a winner, and then Caviar's Triumph got beat, but that's not his trip. Get away fourth, be first over at the half. It's going to be tough to win races with that horse like that. No fault of Travis's, just the way that the race shook out. So we'll try again next week. Now, the big news for today was, were we going to buy any horses in Indiana? I told you how much I liked. I gave you a list of 11. Much like London, we were going to play it very, very tight to the schedule. Some of the horses I like the most, I put them in numerical order the other day because I didn't want to get too high on any one horse. My top pick for any of the people that were asking and looking, and it's funny how this happened with Willpower Fashion last year. And although Willpower Fashion didn't light up any boards and didn't wow anybody last year, I really think he's going to be a nice 3-year-old. And he showed me enough that I think that, one, he did leave some money on the table and it was a little unfortunate, but I think he's going to be a decent 3-year-old. And I always want decent horses. You know, you can't always have great horses, but you always want to have decent horses. And I think Willpower Fashion is going to be a decent horse for us at 3. And a horse that I thought was very interesting. Just on his pedigree was okay. His pedigree is not going to draw you in, right? But I looked at his pedigree. I thought, geez, you know, he's got an extremely strong third dam, ABC Mercedes. And I'm talking about number 45, Jesse Balboa. This was a horse we purchased today. Second horse we bought, but I'm going to talk about him first. Jesse Balboa is a Jailhouse Jesse. I don't love the Jailhouse Jessies. They've made some very, very good horses he's made some very good horses over the course of his career, both in Ohio. I raced against some in Ontario I thought were really, really good. And then he's now in Indiana. Not mainstream. Swan for All is going to suck up all the money. Guccio's made a resurgence this year. Talk about one of those in a minute. And then Jailhouse Jesse's somewhere in the fringe. But at the same time, doesn't mean that he stops making nice horses. So Jesse Balboa, nothing special. Second foal, if I'm not mistaken, the first whole foal died. Maybe I'm getting him mixed up with another horse. I'm pretty sure that Brian Hockman told me that the brother died. Now, maybe this was a different horse. Either way, it's a second foal. Second living foal. First one raced at 2. That's important. Second dam, almost everybody took 2-year-old marks at 2, raced, at 2, raced, at 2, raced, at 2, raced. All the horses in the second dam took 2-year-old marks. None of them were special. 50, 48, 21, 12, 2. Nothing special, just race horses. Then you look down on the third dam, ABC Mercedes, 53-1, $1 million made and 60 lifetime wins. ABC Baby, 155, 300,000 made, 20 lifetime wins. ABC Glory, these are all ABC Garlands. 2-year-old market, 2-1, 3-year-old, 57-1, 18 wins, $200,000 made. So lots of money in the third dam, race horses in the second dam, young mare in the first dam. This Colts video, I am not a big guy. You guys know this. I am not a guy that puts a ton of stock in videos. I must have looked at this horse's video 25 times. And I said to Brian, I said, geez, you know, we'd already got the horse I wanted. I'll talk about that in just a second. But I really wanted Jesse Balboa. And I said, there's no possible way this horse brings more than 15,000. Our limit was 15,000 on Jesse Balboa. We got him for less than half of that. We got him for 6,000, which is almost embarrassing. You think to yourself, well, there has to be something wrong with him. There's got to be. I had tons of pictures. I had Brian take tons of pictures. More pictures of Jesse Balboa than I had of my son. It was picture day last week. So, Jesse Balboa was a horse. I liked this video. I excused his okay pedigree, which is the opposite of what I usually do. But it all hinged on how he looked in the sale. Brian took 2 videos for me. He took tons of pictures for me, and I made the decision that, yes, we were going to go to $15,000 on Jesse Balboa. I continue, put it this way, of all the horses I looked at in the sale, I might have watched the videos 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 times. I guarantee you I watched Jesse Balboa's video 25 times, if I watched it once. Just a beautiful, beautiful horse. Big, a May foal that is huge. Toed out just a hair, but he trots way up over his knees already. Just an absolutely beautiful gait. I don't care about any. He looked like a nice horse on the video, and this is why I decided to buy him. Going for $6,000, especially since we paid $20. I'll let the cat out of the bag. We paid $20 for who was my top pick of the sale, who was early in the sale, early on. So Jesse Balboa is ours. We paid $6,000 for him. I am going to retain a significant chunk. And if people don't buy shares of him quickly, I might retain a bigger chunk in 3 or 4 weeks' time. Now, Jesse and the other horse we purchased, got 2, they can't leave till Wednesday. They have to get international papers. They're staying in Indiana till Wednesday. They'll be back here Thursday, I would hope, Thursday morning. I'm going to drive White Tiger and potentially West 52nd in Cleveland and at the Meadows next week. West 52nd, the driver, Ryan Stahl, picked off of him. Now, Chris Lems is down, but I think I might go drive the horse. I might get fined $50, but I might go drive the horse. And White Tiger, I want to go drive him because this is his last start. Likely at the Meadows. He's going to get some money off his program, potentially. If I can win, I'll win. But I want to see him closer to the front end, and I want to see what he's going to be like. And if he's not good, then he's coming home. We'll give him a month off, freshen him up, and then we're going to point him towards winter racing. I think a form of the old White Tigers. Anyway, that's not why I made the video. Jesse Balboa is our first one. Our second one, and again, I didn't tell anybody who my top pick was. I did have a Swan for all that I love, number 305, but he's going to bring a billion dollars. There's going to be no shot we're going to buy him, but we did buy number 4. This is a Guccio filly, and I know some of our clients from Illinois, like Brian and Mark, a couple of Illinois, New York, Indiana people are like, I don't like Guccio. Well, I know one thing. There's definitely a trotter here in the Breeders' Crown Racing. The 2-year-old that got in, and we didn't with Globetrotting, she's a Guccio. Lots of good Guccios right now in Indiana, and they're making a resurgence, as they should. It's a 2-year-old, he's a trotter, took a mark of 51, made tons of money, and is a very good horse. And I have never had an issue with Guccio. I loved Havana Unana last year. Had some bad luck with her, but I thought she was a nice filly. The year before, Mr. Caper injured himself. Now, he's just a horse now, but could have been anything at 2 had he not broke that bone. I just think that the Guccios are nice-looking horses. This filly was gorgeous. Number 4, that's my girl. This filly was the one that caught my eye right away. Before I got to 45, obviously, I looked at 4. I said, geez, that's a nice Guccio filly. I looked at a bunch of horses. I think I had 30 on my list, 11 on my short list. Both number 4 and number 45 were on the list. Number 4 was first in numerical order, and I didn't tell anybody this, but was number 1 overall. I loved 45. I thought I could get him. I really liked him, but everything being put into the equation, Number 4 was one of the better horses I looked at. She is a filly, Indiana eligible Guccio filly. Now, the first dam had 3 winners. Late Bid Tom was a Jailhouse Jesse, oddly enough. Took a 2-year-old mark, 57-2. 3-year-old mark, 55-4, made $165,000. Second full, 2-year-old mark, 2 minutes. 3-year-old mark, 59. 4-year-old mark, 56, $100,000, $94,000 made. It was a DeGermbro. You know my feelings on DeGermbro. And then the second dam had Wuthering Hanover, 53 on a 5/8, just a tick under $500,000 made. And Wide Angle Hanover, again, just a tick under $500,000, mark of 53. This horse was a terror in Ontario when I moved up here. Wide Angle Hanover, Wuthering Hanover in the second dam. This is the horse with B-Corp Pete, 900,000, 38 wins. B-Corp Tim goes 641, 39 wins in the third dam. Very, very well-bred filly. Very good-looking filly. Her breeding was great. Her video was fantastic. And the pictures that Brian and the video that Brian took of this filly, really, really, just a gorgeous filly. So $20,000 we paid for That's My Girl. I had her pegged around 32. Maybe I was a little high. Usually I'm not. I don't mean physically. I mean a little high in my prices. Maybe I was high, but I don't think so. And at $20,000, I certainly don't think so. I got looking at the sale after. It was strong enough. You know, there was a beautiful Swan for All on our list, 38,000. Another one went for 42, I believe. So the list was strong enough that I put together. I am a little surprised that the fourth horse in the ring, by now a sire that's made a resurgence in Indiana, only went for $20,000. But nevertheless, I'm happy. My number 1 pick of the sale. Now, number 305 is everybody's number. Everybody's going to love 305. We're never going to get it. So I guess, all truth be told, on the list I gave you, 305 was my number 1 pick. But there's a 0% chance that horse will be attainable. Number 2 on my list was number 4. That's My Girl. Number 3 on my list was number 45. And that was my boy, Jesse Balboa. He's already a gelding. Saved money already. Jesse's a giant. Big, big colt. May foal. Couldn't be happier with the 2 purchases we made today. In total, $26,000 was spent in Indiana. Those horses will be back middle of the week. Now, tomorrow we have our drone. I think we have 52 yearlings going out, 51, 52 yearlings going out. They'll all be going. There was one horse had a tiny temperature today. I don't think that will hold her up tomorrow. So, as of right now, every horse on the list is going, plus Jason has 1 or 2 of his yearlings that are also going in sets. So it should be a great day. A little chilly in the morning. We had a number of clients and potential clients, I guess, out today. We had some gentlemen from Ireland and England in town today. A number of our clients are already coming out tomorrow for the drone session. It should be a packed house. We're going to get going at 8:30 because Curtis has to leave at 12:30. I'm certain we can get all 8 sets done in more than enough time for him to get out of there. And a little chilly in the morning. Pack your mittens. At 0 degrees Celsius is what it says on my phone for tomorrow morning, going up to a high of 10. So it'll be a little nipply, but it will be a beautiful sunny day. So it should be a great day tomorrow. All said, all done. Should be a lot of fun. So tonight we have the dinner at 5 o'clock. Right now it's 2. We have dinner at the Bistro by Mohawk, 5 to 7 o'clock. I think we have 10 or 12 clients going out to that. Number of clients at the races tonight. Mark Treffy's in town. Michelle, she drug them along, and they're here. They've been at the farm the last 2 days hanging out. Just, it's always great when you have people in town, right? Our clients get in town. So great to see everybody. Thank you very much to Brian Hockman for doing the bidding for us today in Indiana. Fantastic job. Got my boy Jesse Balboa for 6, and That's My Girl for 4. Much appreciated. Very, very happy with what we've acquired today. Brian got his own horse. I don't know if it'll let me do this. Number 62, I think he told me it was. A JK End of an Arrow. I'm pretty sure. No, it won't let me do it. Pretty sure Brian got his own horse that he wanted today too, which will be staying in Illinois. I wish him all the luck in the 2020 season. So that's today's video. I know it's about 14 minutes. I got tons to talk about tomorrow with all the drone sets and everything else going on. But I did want to send you guys a little note. I haven't even told Wendy or Kelly yet. We bought number 45, Jesse Balboa, $6,000. And number 4, That's My Girl, $20,000. $26,000 spent in Indiana. That makes it 5, I believe. 4, 100% official right now for Indiana. I think one more is coming, not from the sale, but from private breeder. It looks like we're going to have 5 for Indiana 2020. It all starts tomorrow with the drone. The drone tomorrow, 52 horses, I believe, is the total going under the drone tomorrow. Talk to you guys soon. Lots of videos to do, lots of horses to see, lots of racing still tonight. Good luck to everybody that owns Oh So Pine. In a bit tough. He's in a bit tough. And Yes is in tonight, coming off his huge victory in Indiana. Tonight's a Circle City. Good luck to all our clients, partners on Yes and Oh So Pine tonight. Lots going on, just getting geared up, and it's all pointed towards Harrisburg next week. Next Saturday, I will be in Harrisburg looking at yearlings. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.